G'day guys, thank you very much for stopping by. This is just a review of the products I used for the $20 makeup challenge. Now if you would like to see my $20 makeup challenge, you can click here and that will take you to the video. So we will get started. The brand, all of the brand of the makeup products are LOL, which is lots of love, which is made in France. Now, first product that I used, you would have seen me use, is this liquid foundation. It is in the colour 01 Natural Beige. Now, I'm not normally a beigey shade in foundation, but this was the lightest colour that they had available. Now, as far as application, I only was using my hands. That's all I could use. That's the only I didn't have any tools within the $20 that were appropriate for applying foundation. The consistency felt like liquid plastic, to be 100% honest with you. Almost like the stuff you'd get out of an ice pack or a gel ice pack. It just felt like that. It was really sticky, really fake feeling, really kind of plastic. You know, if I'd flicked my face, I reckon you would have heard it click. That's how it felt like. The coverage was also pretty darn poor. I shouldn't complain too much. It's a $3 foundation, so it gave you something to work with. But as far as it goes, if you're looking to get yourself some makeup fairly cheap, I would cough up for a decent foundation. I wouldn't recommend this. Cough up, you know, go for one of your more well-known brands, your Maybellines, your Revlons, your L'Oreals, those sorts of products at the least for a foundation, and maybe for the rest of your products you can get away with something a bit cheap. But this one, I'm afraid, bit of a dud. Wouldn't get that one again. Now, I'll go on to the eyeshadow palette, also from LOL. Now, it did come with a little dual-ended sponge applicator. I found that I don't like sponge applicators much. I never really have, even before I found makeup brushes. I find them quite scratchy, and this one was no different. However, as it was the makeup challenge and I didn't have much else, I did use that to apply it. So I'll just open that up and show you the colours. They're lovely colours. They work quite well for blue eyes. I have blue eyes. Most of the clients that I've worked on with these sort of colours tend to have blue eyes. I dare say though, they would probably work on brown and definitely green eyes as well. Now, I quite liked them. They applied fairly well, given I was using a sponge tip applicator. The colour lasted quite nicely. I took my makeup off about 2 to 3 hours after I filmed that the $20 makeup challenge, and these were still pretty darn good, given that they're $3 eyeshadow and I wasn't wearing any eye primer at all. So I will just add too that I used this lightest colour here as my blush in the $20 makeup challenge as well. So it just shows you that, you know, eyeshadow and blushes, you know, they don't have to be confined to just eyeshadow or blush usage. It's up to you how you use them, and it's really, you know, let your imagination run wild. So for $3, I would recommend that one if you're looking for a cheap makeup. This is the lip gloss that I purchased. It's a nice sort of natural nude-ish colour. It did have a label on it that might have told me what colour it is or what number it was. I've since disposed of that, unfortunately. Was quite good. It looked quite nice on. My only thing about it is that it was really quite sticky. You know, you sort of really could feel the little sticky bits wisping away. It put me very much in mind of the Thin Lizzy lip gloss, which looks fantastic but is horribly sticky. I'm told the MAC lip glasses are very similar in that respect, so quite sticky. Otherwise, pretty good. If stickiness isn't your thing, don't get it. If you're after a nice cheap lip gloss just for a bit of shine, LOL's not a bad place to go. This next and last actual product is probably my favourite, and it is the LOL Very Black eyeliner. Now, it's not a pencil like a school pencil where you'd sharpen it. It's not the wood type. It is that sort of crowny sort of consistency. You can see there a little bit of a swatch. Goes on beautifully. In fact, I would actually compare this to some of the higher end drugstore brand eyeliners of this type that I've used. It's certainly on par with the Maybelline one, which I've used for a very long time. And even when I was using it to colour in my lashes a little bit, didn't work as well as I'd hoped, but it did give just that hint of colour, which is what I was ultimately after for that look, given the confines of the equipment that I had. So for a dirt cheap $3 eyeliner, LOL, go for broke. Now that's all of the actual makeup products. I did have a couple of tools as well. Obviously I used some cotton buds or Q-tips if you're on the from the States perhaps, in this gorgeous little heart-shaped case. They're Q-tips, they're cotton buds, they do their job. There's nothing really special about them except the case, which is cute. They were actually $2, all the makeup products were $3, and this is the most expensive little thing that I used for my $20 makeup challenge. This was $6. It's a little makeup brushes kit. Now in it has, let me tip those out, it has a, oh, I broke it. There we go, fixed. It has a little makeup eyeshadow spongy thingamajiggy, a face brush, which I used as a blush brush, a eyelash and eyebrow comb brush, which came out and doesn't appear to go back in very well. I'll throw that in the bin shortly, I think. A eyeshadow brush, I should say, for that one, and a little lip blush. Now, the only products that I actually really used in the video were those three. Now, as far as sponge applicators go, as I said before, I don't like them. It was terribly scratchy, did nothing for blending out the colour as well. These are pretty generic. I've never come across one by a particular brand or anything that was, you know, super duper duper, you have to get that one, never mind anything else. So they're pretty generic, did the job that I needed it to do. The face brush worked as a blush brush fabulously. It is quite soft. It's not as soft as, say, my pro brushes. I have the Sigma Mrs. Bunny collection, and you know, that's super soft. You know, you want to just sit there and brush it on your face all day, but it does the job, gets you out of trouble. Now, I haven't used either of these, and I don't think I'm going to. I prefer a much finer lip brush, and I actually find that that's too tall for my eyelid when I'm applying eyeshadow and packing it on. So, but I mean, to get yourself out of trouble, for some tools that, you know, even if you're only going to use them once, $6, Kmart, not a bad way to go. So that is it. That is all the products that I used in the $20 makeup challenge. Again, if you want to see that, it is here. And I hope you come back for some further reviews and tutorials as the future goes on. Stay safe. Bye-bye.